trying to, is you're the therapist, and
Yes.
victimizers come in, you or them?
Me.
Your victimizers come up.
Mhm.
Yeah, takes a lot of breathing. When your victimizers come up and you're sitting in therapist chair, here's the question. Are they coming up because you're there? Are they coming up because somebody in front of you has touched it? And that's tells you something about them as well as you? Or is it that your victimizers are coming up because you're in the therapist chair and there's so many victimizers that can come up when you're in the therapist chair for a lot of years before they just go away finally? Who do you think you are? What do you think you know? I could go on and on with all the victimizers come up when you're in a therapist chair. Because being a therapist chair requires a lot. It requires a brain, a heart, sensitivity. By the time you get integrated as a therapist, you're actually working from consciousness. You're not working from your brain anymore. And consciousness is in your heart, not in your brain. And it takes a long time to trust your heart is going to know the answer instead of your brain. And that your heart knows a deeper answer than your brain does. So, always shifting from the way we're taught to think, from our brain to our hearts, takes a lot, going through a lot of victimizing, because our victimizers do not want us to strengthen our heart energy, because the heart is the seat of consciousness and very powerful. They would like us to go back to our brain. But the best therapy is done when you ask your heart what's going on, not your brain. And what you can do is start connection by listening to your heart. Ask for messages from your heart until you build that connection between your heart and your voice. And so once you do that over and over again, your heart leads the session, not your head. But making that switch feels like taking a huge risk. Taking a huge risk. Yeah.
New question. Coding.
Coding? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
C-O-D-I-N-G.
Yeah. C-O-D-I-N-G.
Yeah.
So, how do you recognize it? And how do you decipher it?
I believe that everybody who isn't in perfect alignment in their chakras are living some code.
Okay.
I believe that they're coding to people the unfinished places from life layer that they can't form and speak. Need, rage, grief.
Right.
So people are coding it and reading the code. How do I read the code? I was thinking about this just last week. I was working.
So can you give an example?
Well, the code can be in a lot of different ways.
Okay.
A person can be talking
Right.
and not coming from the life form.
Coming from like
underneath the
role?
talking. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can be coding anything. You can be coding your embarrassment. You can be coding your death layer. You can be coding your need. You can be coding anything that you don't have support to feel and share.
I see.
Since it's all still there, then you're either forming it and sharing it, or you're coding.
I see.
Big one, for instance, is need. How many people form their needs, stand behind it, and share it?
I've heard you say without support it gets sloppy.
Right. And how many people code their need?
Yeah.
Gee, I wish you would have thought of something about something on your way home tonight. Things like that.
I see.
Children do a lot of coding if they're not given support for speaking their truth. They're great at it. Oh, just, go ahead.
May I just revisit where we were?
Yes.
So I said existence and he corrected me, but I stayed with my word.
Uh-huh.
When he went to, it's not the existence, it's that I want to know that I matter. But
Well, that's let's see, I want to know that I matter could be an existence issue. But the truth is, in every psychopath, masochistic, every structure, people wanna know that they matter. So that's really great for him to form that. But how he didn't matter is what matters in terms of diagnosis of the structure. Was it through being totally wiped out? Was it from being compressed? Was it from, that's how you look at it. Yeah. But you wrote it.
I did.
Masochist.
I did.
I think, for somebody with brain dysfunction, I think I'm doing pretty good.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the brain dysfunction thing.
Yeah. It's here. It's here.
It's been an amazing year. You've had an amazing year.
I couldn't hear you.
Said you've had an amazing year.
Yeah.
with
Amazing
lectures and
year.
group. Yeah.
And how did I get to be the person who answers questions about structure? I still can't figure this out. And I don't know what it means in my life. No, but I'm back here again and I'm dealing with structure. I never do the lectures on structure, That's just really weird, really weird. Okay, let's go on from here.